Oh my god! Die! Hello, and welcome to another Reap video. Today I'm joined by JC, and we're playing Warthunder. Say hi, JC.
Hello.
Now, today's topic is going to be very interesting. And it revolves around Warthunder making a boo-boo. A big boo-boo, to be precise, in front of me, on the screen. We have one of my all-time favourite tanks, the M51 Super Sherman. The other variants of it known as the Isherman. And Warthunder have made a bit of a boo-boo with this one, so I'm going to call them out on it because it needs rectifying. Now, first of all, I would like to point out that the M51 Tech Tree variant is exactly the same as the premium one. And people can go, oh no it isn't, no, it's the bloody same, okay? It has the same rounds, it has the same machine guns on top of it, and it suffers from the same things that the other one does. So, what was... Go on, Jesse, you were saying?
I was just gonna say, it's basically the same thing. The only difference is the hull type is that of a later Sherman, and it gets a 12.5 instead of the 7.62 that's on the top. I think those are pretty much the only differences.
Okay. So, that gets a 12.5, did you say?
Well, it's the
12.7 job, yeah.
It's the bigger 50 cal, yeah.
To call them out on that as well, the premium one should be called the Isherman in my actual, things, because the Isherman came with a lot more better things. It came with the 12.7, it came with a 50 cal, and it came with 7.62. It had 4 machine guns in total. The premium one in the game currently does not. Now, the one we're specifically talking about is the modified T23 turret, which has the 12.7 armament on it already. So why the game one here, the main tech tree, does not have that one, I don't know. But other armaments it's supposed to have is the 2x 7.62, so 2 times 7.62 millimeters. It does not have that on it. Oh, it does here, according to the tree one. So is that the one in the hull? And that'll be the one on the roof. That's the only thing that it has. Right. Commander's versions of this vehicle often came with the 60mm mortar, which is cool. And it also had the 50 cal, which is the M2HB variant of it, also known as the M79. Variants and stuff. So, does it tell you what engine's in the premium version, the M51W?
Which type of engine?
Yeah. Is it a petrol or is it a diesel?
It doesn't say, unfortunately.
There we go. Right. What's supposed to be in it is the Cummins VT8 460. That was in the Mark IIs and onwards, because the Mark 1s were crap. So if it doesn't say it's diesel powered, then we have an issue straight off the bat. It's like this. It's like the S16 Tiger. You know, the Tiger Slaughter. That has a diesel engine in it. That's fair enough. But I don't see the point in paying the premium price tag for an M51 that not only has the incorrect shells, but also has an incorrect engine, has an incorrect livery, and everything else going for it. Because this should have been right. And I feel sorry for the people that have, bought this vehicle already. Because Gaijin, I'm going to call you out on it, you have made a boo-boo. The shell that you've used for this tank currently is not the correct OCC 105F1 that is used specifically for this vehicle. You have used an Austrian tank, the SK 105A2 using the 105G1 gun. And the specs for that gun and the shell is a 10.85 kilogram non-rotating shape charge travelling at 800 meters per second. Well, in which case, if you guys are going to use those specifics for this tank, you should put, in the premium model especially, the AEF PDS round, which uses a 3.41 kilogram projectile and a 1.8 kilogram penetrator. This shell will travel at 14 130 meters per second. So I'm very disappointed that they've just copied and pasted like they usually do. It's not good. Right, back on to what we're on about. This main shell that this tank's supposed to use, it is a heat projectile. It's called the OCC-105F1. The projectile weight itself is 17.3 kilograms. What's the projectile weight for the one in game, JC?
The heat shell
Yeah.
projectile mass kilograms is 10.95 kilograms.
So it's nowhere near, is it?
No, it's not the correct weight.
What does it pen?
Penetration value?
Yeah.
You're looking at any particular degree or just in general?
Just in general. Let's say 1,000 meters.
1,000 meters at 0 degrees, so flat on, it should pen 400 millimeters.
Right.
That's what it says in game.
Well, the actual values for this shell, which I have here, as taken from tanksencyclopedia.com, which is the official webpage for all this tank, it says 950 meters per second. Total weight for this shell, 24.8 kilograms. The total weight, including the actual cartridge. It will pen at 1,000 meters, 300 millimeters at 60 degrees.
At 60 degrees on game, at 1,000 meters, you're looking at 200 mil.
Yeah, so it's well off.
100 millimeters less than it should be.
And it's 150 meters per second slower as well.
Yes, muzzle velocity in this game is only 800.
Yeah, so it's well off. You add those in together, like we're talking quite a considerable punch difference. Not only that, but they've based the shell off the lighter explosive mass variant, which makes a big difference because this has a similar characteristic to the early German 38 rounds. So if you don't know what I'm talking to, let me just go and have a look here. The Jagdpanzer, the 38, the Hetzer, if you go to have a look at that, you'll see that that specific tank comes with the High Grot 38B. And that is a 4.4 kilogram projectile, and it has 500 grams of explosive mass. If we, double that to try and get a similar ratio to what this M51 is looking towards, we will get. That's got 780, so that was 500 and something. We're talking 1,008 kilogram projectile, 1.5 to 1.2, 1.5 kilograms explosive mass. We're talking for the equivalent weighted shell at the moment. We're talking a 2 kilogram explosive mass, thereabouts. Total weight, if you really put it in there. Now, that's the main bits done. Yes, ideas. So, I was thinking that the main actual premium vehicle we can get in the game at the moment is boring. And it should have come with a cool skin or something, It should have been called the Isherman. If you look at the skin for that one, it's really cool. I could probably try and include a picture of it later when I put this up. I'll try and put a picture of that in there. And have a look at the Isherman. It's a really cool variant of it. Now, let's talk about the different variants of this vehicle before we go and take it for a test drive. We have a counterweighted back turret and all the rest of it. We should have a 12.7 above the turret if we're using a Mark III. And also, if we wanted to make the premium one in more interested, the Mark III and Mark IVs had a 12.7 above the turret, and they had a 60mm mortar on the roof. Wouldn't that be cool?
I would enjoy a 60mm mortar.
Someone hiding behind a hill, you can just blam. Also, this came with smoke grenades. Smoke canisters fitted to the side of the turret. So anyway, revisions for Warthunder. They need to stop using the SK-105A2 as a model for this tank. It is not correct. You should be using the other version of it, which you can find on tanksencyclopedia.com, and it gives you the specific shells for this vehicle we're talking about. The OCC 105 F1. It has a total weight of 24.8 kilos. It has 900 meters plus muzzle velocity, and it will pen over 300 millimeters at 60 degrees. Now we've all said and done, let's go and have a match. What do you think about that? And we could show them how bad it is at the moment. I'd rather play a Hetzer, to be honest with you. I'm very disappointed.
Yes. Let's go.
Right then. So, which point do you want to go to?
Just trying to think of the best one to showcase. It'd probably be C point, wouldn't it? Or B point. Less trees.
Yeah. I was thinking just going up A point anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I don't particularly want to get murderized as soon as I pop round the corner, because we already know it doesn't have any armour.
At this BR, the Sherman's armour is just not strong enough.
So I'm looking at this model, and what they need to do is probably either move the 7.62 on the roof or ditch it and replace it with the 12.7.
Let's try getting a good frame so you can see the tank.
I can see it. Because we've got the 7.62 and thing, but anyway, let's just get on it. I think that if we had a premium version, which we do, it should have all the mod cons of the Mark III to make it worth paying for, rather than just having a pretty price tag and some premium accolades.
Yeah. I mean...
Doesn't even have a decent skin on it.
The premium version of this tank is basically a later version of this version, if you know what I mean. It's just got a changed hull, that's it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's
and a big light on the front.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the Mark III.
It's not. The Mark III.
Or Mark II then, which should have the coming engine.
Yeah. I don't know if this has a radial or not, I've not looked.
Yeah, it has, yeah, you can hear it.
Yeah, but you know how guys, have messing engine sounds up.
Ooh, it's a leopard. Dicker just pops that guy.
Yeah. Light tank over here.
There you go, I just hit that leopard, and all I did was took out...
What was it?
It said it?
Sure.
Well, LPK41. Yeah, whatever that is. I keep
Walker
calling
Bulldog.
it. It's a bulldog, yes, right. Well, I didn't take him out, he's still there. Oh look, I hit a Dicker Max that has absolutely no armour and didn't kill it in one shot.
Oh, hello. Fellow M51s.
Yes. You stop that. You have no gun or cannon now. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that other guy burnt out. Ha! Irony. Oh, he killed me. Where did he hit me? Oh, he managed to take out my crew. Took him 2 shots, like.
Again. Not really surprising, is it?
Well, it is.
Well, it's not. It's a heat round that sucks.
An error occurred while trying to respawn. Yes, the tank's crap.
That was the error. The shit tank.
The shit tank. Come on, game, let me spawn back in. I can't spawn in now. Guys in! Well, I know I got this on video, we're going to play this. Yeah, I can't spawn in. My breach is down, so I can't fire at these guys.
Yeah, dead.
I can't spawn in. There we go, I had to go to the other spawn, apparently. That's very suspicious.
That's boring. I'm in.
Go out in the plane.
Yes. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, I did get the plane. Okay, nice.
Go after that bee. Go. Oh my god, he's already lit you up.
Fire. I've got a hole in part with one of my hair alarms has gone. Dead.
Ooh, a waffle banger.
Oh yes, kill it.
All I did was turret ring him and I was shooting him through the top. How does that work?
B point needs backup.
Yes, let's go and try and give them some support at least.
Well, I mean, it needs backup because there's nobody there.
Oh, that's a bomb. That's nice.
Bombs, bombs, bombs.
More bombs for you.
Yeah, he tried to bomb the spawn.
Just that sort of thing that someone would do. Oh, that's a heavy tank over there.
It's a tiger, yeah. No, my shell did nothing to it.
My shell did nothing as well. Okay.
Yeah, mine
that's
hit
nice.
him and it did nothing.
I did a sweet fuck all.
I got 2 crew members and I'm not sure which 2.
Machine
Gunner and... Oh, it was his gunner. Okay, that's cool.
Finish him.
Taking out. Keep taking out your crew members, one by one if I have to.
Yeah, you may as well use the pointy dart round and just slowly take him out of existence.
There we go.
How many shells did that take?
3. In this front plate.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, isn't it?
Not including the one that
Oh, the one that I
didn't pen.
popped into and didn't pen, yeah. So that's
Yeah, not
5.
including the one that didn't pen and didn't include yours either. Yeah, that's 5.
It's 5 shells.
You suck it, T-34. Yeah, you
Yeah.
bounce off of me.
In which case, if it's going to take 5 shells to kill something like that, you may as well just put this thing at 5-3.
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones.
Oh, there we go.
What do you think? 5-3, so reasonable if you're going to keep this shell physics aside.
Considering this is the same shell they
Oh,
use in
I'm
the
dead.
AMX-30s... Oh, hello.
I just looked up, I was like, oh. I tried to, wouldn't let
If
me.
you die first. Well, I died. You could have waited like 3
I
seconds.
did, but it wouldn't let me. It was like, you're not there. Yeah, the large lamp mounted on the mantlet, yeah, for night operations. In which case, it should have had the H2B heavy machine gun mounted on top of it as well.
Which it did for the premium.
Did it?
Yeah,
No,
the premium's
that's a
got...
12.7.
Yeah.
There's an additional.
It's a 12.7 M2HB. Wait, you mean there's 3 machine guns?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Some
then, that
certain
makes more
variants of
sense.
this game with 4 machine guns and a 60mm, frigate launcher job. I like how the muzzle brake looks like a Dalek. Things I like about this version, the front of it looks like the Dalek eye. It
Yeah,
doesn't
the
do the
muzzle brake.
exterminate
It's
though, it's
hilarious.
more like runaway.
It's more like budget Dalek. Wish.com Dalek. That's what it is.
So anyway, but by 1965, all M51s are powered by Cummins.
Hmm.
I mean, it looks like it's an actual dieselish engine, but it doesn't seem to be that sounding.
All tanks were fitted with a Cummins diesel and a HVSS suspension.
Yes.
It's a good thing that they have both versions of the Super Sherman in the game already. They have the M50 and the M51 in-game.
Yep.
Of course, for those that don't know what the M50 Super Sherman is, it is the M4A4 in the French tree, the SA50. That's the M50 Super Sherman, is the SA50. For those that didn't know what it was.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
It's just a shame that they decided not to put in the good one.
I mean, the later variants of it would have come with heat, and would have probably come with AFPDS as well.
Oh, I hit his ammo rack. I feel bad for that man.
Don't
There's
feel
one
bad.
thing I will say about this heat round, and it is the only good point on this, is that if it hits a light vehicle,
No, it didn't. I hit the Nash on before.
I said, yeah, I know, but sometimes, sometimes it works.
I've also hit
And-
a BT-76. It didn't do shit either.
Oh, I do remember that game.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like, where did you hit this man? In the back of the
In the
turret, and then in the
face.
engine.
Allied forces have
And then you came around the corner and just finished it off in your Tigre.
Yes. Superior German engineering.
Just one hit, one kill.
There's an idea for this, is to have a APHE shell, even though it didn't.
It
You see,
does.
how did that happen? I hit this IS-2 in perfect condition, right? Perfect IS-2 in the left, right turret cheek.
Oh, you hit him in his testicle.
Right turret cheek, and it exploded his ammunition. I killed one guy and it exploded his ammunition. Sometimes the shell physics in this game make no sense in general, and add that to the fact that this shell is crap anyway. It makes no sense on how it can get these one-shot
Oh,
kills.
for God's sake, I'm going to get obliterated by an M4. Come on, game. Oh, and IS-1 killed him. That's exactly what I was talking about. This shell does not have enough explosive mass to make it worthwhile. And you almost got taken out by an M4.
What, with the 75?
Yeah. Because I hit him right in the soft spot, like where that nice front duty cheek, where it usually goes through and kills everything. And he was like, haha, I'm going to shoot you. And the IS-1 luckily saved my ass. Because it only took out 2 of his crew members.
I got
Any
lucky
other
with
tank,
that
you
one.
hit that there and it's dead.
Can confirm.
Oh, it's Type 25. Ooh. Ooh.
Friendly? Friendly? Enemy?
Enemy. Oh, for God's sake, game. How
Oh,
do I
did it do?
ricochet off a Type 75? Yes. Yes, Kadong would have been the correct response.
You ricocheting off of something that has 0 armor.
Oh.
I'm sensing some bullshittery right there.
Well, he just bloody detonated an IS-1, so.
Oh, I got KV-122. That's just rude.
Yeah. I reckon they nerfed it for balance purposes.
It was quite good when it first came out.
Well, that's great.
Because I got it via the stars that you could get.
Yay, 2 rounds to kill a panther.
Oh, come on. I'm right behind you. How was that guy seen? That's the guy that killed me. Load a horizontal turret drive.
enemy forces have captured a zone.
Libby's.
Gunner.
There's a T-34 next to him.
Yeah, I don't think he's paying any attention to me, so that's fine. Come on. I bounced up. Bounced.
And again,
now.
sir.
Landing. There we go. Good lord.
Only 4 shells, you know.
That T-34, I don't know if I can get him.
Did he get twatted by that other T-34?
No, I dodged.
Le boop.
No shell, give me a second.
Le boop. Oh my god! Die!
His gunner is dead, he can't shoot me back.
He's burning as well. He's gonna burn out before you kill him.
No, he's not, it's the tank in front of him that's burning. Now he's burning.
3.
Oh, I'm not liking the IS-2 on the right. Good lord.
4! There you go, it takes 4 shells
God.
roughly to kill most tanks with this tank.
Which is weird, because I'll say this again, I've gotten 3 ammo racks in this game so far. The first one was understandable, because it was an 88 flak and I hit him right on the back end. Right where his ammo rack is, that's fair. No, get fucked! Oh, only his commander, come on.
See what I mean? You didn't come in the turret, and instead of like obliterating everything at the top of its turret, he can still shoot you in the face. This tank is a piece of garbage right now. It's no good. It should not take 4 shells to kill something. I could do it better with a T-34-57.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the ammo racks are stupid as well, because I hit an IS-2, not that one. One before.
On your
For God's sake. And it killed him instantly, because it killed one of his crew members. It killed his loader, and one piece of the heat spore hit an ammo rack and exploded it.
Yeah.
That's killed a T-34 with an ammo rack. You know the front glacis and the lower glacis? You know that meeting point where that big point is?
Oh yes.
I hit directly on that and blew up his ammo rack, apparently.
Oh.
No, his fuel, sorry. His fuel, not his ammo rack. So, 2 ammo racks and a fuel.
A fuel tank explosion.
Yeah, which is stupid because that's not how that works. What are they struggling to kill him?
IS-2.
Okay, I'm gonna get my revenge on this guy because I don't like him.
Well, everything else is already go is. If you don't kill it in one shot straight in the side, this tank sucks. Go on.
I got his breach and his gunner.
Go on, right on the side plate, that juicy side spot underneath the gun. Yeah.
Ammo rack.
So unless you specifically aim for ammo racks, this tank's shit then. Is that what we're saying?
It's not the greatest. It's not too bad, but it's one of those that is...
It's quirky, but it doesn't belong at 6.0.
No, it's one of those that is really bad, unless you get lucky.
It doesn't belong at 6.0 though.
It does not.
Not when it takes 4 shells on average to kill something.
It takes 4 shells on average to kill a T-34-85.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, you don't. Commander driver fuel tank horizontal.
And how damage do you, sir?
Move. I'm down to 2 crew members.
And did you get anything on him?
Yeah, I read out what I got on him.
Oh, right, I thought it was you that was damaged.
No, that was what I got on that guy. I'm going to hold off.
4 shells on average to kill. You've already hit 1 at him. Let's see if you can do it any better. I reckon you're probably going to get popped before you get over that hill though.
Yeah. I'm going to have to do some very sneaky stuff. But I have the advantage with gun depression.
Oh, there's the pop. KV-1. It's a fucking KV-1.
Oh my god, gun, go up.
And there's the other one.
Oh, come on. And now he dies. Dies right after he kills me. That's of course he does. Of course he does.
That's the way of the warrior.
That's me out.
Yes.
Yes. I think we've sufficiently demonstrated we've demonstrated both the good points and the bad points of this, I feel.
Yes. I do think that they should put the correct shell in the game with the correct explosive mass, and then maybe we could have it down to 2 shells per kill. I would preferably have it as 1 kill, like you use a T-34-85 or something, it's dead. Not with this tank. You don't even know whether or not you're actually going to do sufficient damage to even decommission it. You're probably going to receive a shell and someone going, ow, that was tickled, and get shot in the face for all your effort.
More often than not, you're going to hit something and it's going to do not a lot, unless you get that sweet spot. You get the sweet spot, you're fine, but most
you
times...
can't even kill a simple Sherman in 1 hit. That's pretty bad. Most things can kill a Sherman in 1 hit.
It took 3 hits to kill another M51 that I was fighting.
Yeah. And this is supposed to have terrible armor.
And the only reason it took 3 shells was I got a lucky shell into his turret when he was looking away, which killed everybody in his turret and damaged several components. He then started looking at me, facing me, and then when I fired my next shell into his front plate, he somehow managed to swing his gun into the way so it damaged his barrel.
Oh.
Not that it saved him, because my 3rd shot went straight through his front plate, but that's... it's just... It's like... I don't know what he was hoping for. I don't know if he was hoping for a teammate or something, but he didn't have any.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact it takes 4 shells to kill a T-34-85, or more than 3 shells to kill a Panther after you've already put one through the front plate and demolished most of his crew. It's like, come on.
Yeah. Again, this hopefully showcased some of the good parts it does have as well, though. Because let's not get it wrong. We're not saying it is a truly terrible tank. All we're saying is that Gaijin have screwed up with some of the shell physics and possibly even the BR rating.
Yeah, I would think it would be a very competent 5.7, 5.3 with the current setup it's got. But unless this gets fixed, it does not deserve its 6.0 title. It just gets murked by everything, it cannot defend itself, and it's basically like taking a Walker Bulldog into a match and going up against, bigger tanks, and you're just going to get kicked about.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you can play it right, it's a good tank. The front mantlet, the mantlet of the gun, and the front turret armor are generally pretty good. That's how I survived most of my shells that were fired at me.
Yeah.
And occasionally, the front of the tank is good armor. Occasionally. It depends on the angle that you get shot at, really. Like every other tank in the game. But no, most of the time, you don't want to be getting hit at all because you will die.
Yeah. Generally
in 1 hit.
Best way to describe it is like trying to play a normal Sherman and all you've got is pointy dart rounds.
It's like, yep.
That's the best way to describe playing this tank right now. It's like you've got a standard Sherman up against Tigers, and all you're allowed to use is a pointy dart round. That's the only shell you're allowed to use is that pointy dart round. No explosive mass shells whatsoever, because that's what this feels like to play.
Yes, and for those wondering what a pointy dart round is, Mark is talking about the APCR, the composite rigid ones. Because they do look just like a pointy dart.
Right, I think that'll about wraps it up for this one. I'm going to go and do something productive rather than bitch and moan about Warthunder as per usual. If you want any any feedback or suggestions or anything else you want us to do, then leave a comment. And as usual, like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Reap out.